Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati,
the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now a dump off here complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love it.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Burrow looking to pass. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 2nd and 4. He hits Adams, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now they'll run on the draw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 7 yards, the pickup there. Burrow now off the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out. And that could be their Achilles heel.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Burrow will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to throw again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, open man is Higgins. They'll get 9 there, as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So we Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season is going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now on 2nd and 13, Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Look to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Barnett. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Joe Mixon. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now Joe Burrow on third and long. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. So here is Washington now to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And to give this time to the tailback. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A first down carry for Davis. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 4 yards remain for second down. Again, it's Davis. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! Davante Adams. His third touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 27, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. From midfield now, Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. to Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 11, 2:21 the time left. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Burrow connecting with Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Throwing, Burrow, going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Burrow. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now Burrow. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there,
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And his first look is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Here's the Raiders punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The numbers for Moore last week: 5 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number, all right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for, and also gives you respect around the league.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A gain of 6 there on first. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Out of the gun now on third down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 69 yards. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
We're scoreless after 1. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the give, this is Hubbard. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Panthers! Tommy Trimble, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
2nd and 3. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down and 4. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And there's Williams. What a catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Carolina offense about ready to go, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. Back to throw again. That's complete out right to the tight end Trimble. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll set up a throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. This is caught. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. They'll drop that down to Hubbard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Finding Williams once more, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over.